For you.
It's working. It's working.
Gas. Oh, gas is already.
We're in game.
Oh,
Cass is out. He's playing. Both players are moving micro in, so it's all good.
yeah.
And we have Striker in the top, in the red, as the French
Ooh.
once again, and in the bottom, Cass in the blue as the Chinese. And so we're probably gonna watch the same intro as we watched before.
Yeah.
Already
Holy.
wood for Striker.
Yeah.
Cass on the food.
Gas with the military one.
Although this time it looks like Striker has the slight advantage in relics. They're a little tiny bit closer. But on this map there's not as much difference. The only reason we're on a different map is because I forgot to change map. I was busy sending in the crash dump, so I forgot.
Scorching Desert Muli. The oldest map in the game now.
Yeah, it's good. It's our final destination. Our equal footing.
Yeah.
It's good. Every game always has, what is it, in AoE 3 it's Great Plains, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't play the game that much.
it's
I
Great
think
Plains.
I think it was Great Plains actually.
I only know because of that brown bear guy who
Oh.
did those videos. I think he said it. I don't know. And in AoE 2 it's Arabia, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, Arabia as well. Well, this is
Yeah.
basically Arabia. This
Yeah,
map.
the default nice and open, nice and balanced map.
Interesting enough, there's not really something like that in StarCraft 2.
Yeah,
One
yeah,
of the
true.
most popular RTS games.
True. There's just because the maps change so often, everyone's just
Yeah.
sort of like has a different map that everyone plays
Yeah, that's right.
every patch, I guess. I was just starting to get. I don't play StarCraft anymore. I was just starting to get used to the new StarCraft maps, and then I went on recently, and they changed them all again. I was like, no, damn it. Someone's car alarm's going off. Alright, it's fine. It's gone. I was worried I'd
The
have
car
to
is
leave that.
gone.
It's
The car
okay.
is stolen. Hmm.
So Cass is moving out to Scout Striker now. We'll see if he sees the TC as early as he did last time. Economic is done from Striker even faster this game than Cass.
And yeah, that's right. This time, Cass was using the overseer ability.
Oh yeah, he has a lot of very injured workers.
Yeah.
There. Gonna go grab some gold early as well to go with his archery range, so he can keep his production up.
He did not scout the base of Striker at all. He only spotted one house and then went back.
He's gone right to the corner. I guess he's just trying to map out where some of these relics are.
Yeah, probably.
He's caught a couple of them, so he's got a decent view right now. TC once again by the stone as always. Got a food just behind it.
Striker starting with the stone, so he's probably going for towers again.
And actually, Cass could technically get a position very similar to his last TC to the left of his base where he has hunt wood and gold. But he'll probably just go for a straight golden wood closer or something. Or between the main gold and the hunt. Temple from Striker again. The crossbowmen are going to try and get some harassment in here. It does outrange the TC for now, so they could start harassing those stone villagers a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. Cass is not going to scout the stone at all. He's just going to protect that relic, to guard it.
Nice.
Oh, the current meta in Empires Apart. It's just going for the relics. tower by Striker to protect the stone, the berries.
Yeah. And that tower is going to be slightly harder to outrange than the TC would be, but he can still get a few villagers here. Dancing
Striker
villager.
with the micro there. Oh, dodging
Oof.
all the arrows.
Oof.
Oh, I
But then
guess not
Cass
even trying it
retargets.
anymore. Yeah. Oh my god. Good pressure there by Cass.
Yeah, he's getting some work done here. Has some more crossbowmen coming over the other side of the map as well.
Striker not really he's not really having any problems with his food though, because of the boar and the sheep.
Yeah. He's still pretty good for a bit now.
Yeah.
Oh, that tower isn't quite
Cass
finished,
actually
though.
snipes one sniper.
There we go. But he has crossbowmen now hitting the stone as well.
Yeah.
Not
Snipe
doing
one
too much
villager.
since he already has plenty of stone, but it is annoying. Gonna get a tower up there.
Oh, Cass snipes another villager.
Yeah, Cass is doing pretty well, but he hasn't got his own second TC up yet, so he's still
Yeah,
gonna be
that's right.
behind.
But Striker spent a lot in these towers. A lot of stone.
He has.
And Cass killed, I think, 4 villagers. So it's not that bad for Cass. And Cass can, of course,
Cass
take
is
all
doing
the
pretty
relics now.
Yes, that's the important thing. As long as he gets all the relics, this has all been worth it. He's got a couple of crossbowmen on a couple of different relics. He's found the last relic, I believe, now. Yeah, he knows where all relics are. And his temple is up, as well as the town centre, which is going up in a decently forward position. We don't see a priest out from Striker quite yet. Probably doesn't think it's safe to sneak out to any of these relics, so he's just not bothering wasting the gold yet. This relic in the middle is now heavily guarded by the Chinese.
Yeah. So many Nishaus. Nishus. I don't know, really. Crossbowmen.
Crossbowmen. Exactly.
Oh, I've got to crash myself. Holy.
Oh no.
Should not have selected that crossbowman, I guess.
The game is still running okay though, because
Yeah.
you're
Well,
not
luckily
host.
you can. Luckily you can like finish it.
I can carry on.
So,
Indeed.
13 viewers were watching with me though, so that's
Oh,
subworthy.
that is pretty subworthy. Sorry to all Adne's viewers right now. The first relic has now been taken by Cass. There's actually some villagers out here for some reason.
Oh, I've got a rejoin actually. Should I try that?
Oh, try the rejoin. Yeah. See if it works.
Nope.
Ah,
Instantly boots me back to menu.
that is unfortunate. I will mute myself then in here so that I am not just
Yep.
telling your stream what's happening. So we have the like decent economy set up now from Striker. Doing pretty well. Cuss now has got the second TC though, and has caught up in villagers quite well, actually, surprisingly well. He's only 9 villagers behind. So his harassment definitely, like Adne was saying, his harassment definitely did well. Stable's starting to go down now, as advanced military development does. If he gets the timing perfect on this, he can, like the last game I saw of him, he can start having 2 stables out. When he, as soon as he hits the advanced military development. Warfare research down from Cass. This is nice. Haven't seen him do anything with it yet, I believe. Desperately trying to remember now if 7 damage is the basic. I need to get all the stats printed out or something so I can check it easier. no way to check the encyclopedia in Spectate, unfortunately. But we're up to 4 archery ranges now, so not going with the cavalry, just fully sticking into what the Chinese are best at with their crossbowmen. And we can see now a relic coming in here. 3 relics down for Cuss, which is very good, compared to the 2 relics for Striker. Oh no, that's 1 relic and a garrisoned priest. So is there 1 more relic on the map? Yeah, there we go. So a 4 relic advantage for Cass. And this is the advantage that going military 1 gives you, and why I do think military 1 is still a good build. Archers or stables, whichever one you want to go first. Getting the map pressure down in order to be able to capture all these relics is really nice, and these are great little formations here. I love these. The tower and 3 houses thing that's going on. This is pretty chill. You have the fortress coming up on the other side. Just an easier, big way to just go, you cannot attack this location. And honestly, playing against the style that Striker's playing, I think Cass might be being a little too cautious. Like, I think right now it is the absolute boom time. I'd like to see him make like a second of these and just like absolutely pop off. He still doesn't have. He's just getting advanced military, which is nice. So we can start seeing some upgraded crossbowmen and such. We have the harassment cavalry coming out here. They're veterans already. So nice fast upgrade there. I'm going to start seeing the attack now. This tower is going to take a lot of hits before he dies. I need to get practiced at where the bottom of the tower is so I can click it properly. But even with that 6 defense, these crossbowmen now deal 11 damage. That is thanks to a mix of straight damage upgrades from the barracks and the damage upgrade that you get from relics. They're not veteran crossbow yet, but you can see that they also have a decent 2-2 armor now. 2-2 armor won't help them much from these heavy cav, which we just saw get another damage upgrade. I assume some of these will have different armor values as well because of the buff from the priest. No, they've all been buffed. When we see a new one come out, though, it should look. Oh, that was probably what the one up was. It wasn't an upgrade. It was probably a that last one just being the last guy to get blessed. Well, you can also see something for newer players who watch this. As these guys run, you can see they build up that bar. When the bar gets to full, they deal AoE on their first damage after that bar is full. That's their charge mechanic, which is pretty cool. So back at home, no upgrades going on here, but with the damage of these crossbowmen, I expect that's because he has most of them. They are still just the basic crossbowmen. They haven't had the archery range upgrade yet, and I think too many players right now are neglecting those base archery range upgrades because they take time away from your production, but they are so powerful. They really need to be gotten, honestly. He has the monk. The monk should be the other side of there, but he has the monk's position decently to keep healing some people up. He's even got a market. Nice, so we can affect his economy a little more, getting those awesome heavy cavalry that we saw from Adne the other time. But I think the strength in them is getting them all upgraded, and so if he's here we go, look at that awesome flash. You can see some health bars left behind in the spectator client because they have just all been upgraded now to the chosen crossbowmen, the Gaoji? Whatever. Oh, but they're going to catch this fortress getting killed, and if they actually focus that last villager, they will. They'll be able to stop that. He can now take this down. Now, unfortunately in this game, as of now, buildings don't take more damage while they're building. He's actually going to back off a bit, but he's going to see this soon. And hopefully he notices it and strikes it before it strikes them, because these mangonels do a ton of damage to big clumped sets of infantry like this. Hasn't managed to see those cavalry yet, but they are coming. Getting more units from his base to push forward. Cavalry are going to catch these berries, but the berries are almost done, so he's not actually going to get too much as long as he doesn't kill too many of these villagers. Now, a ton of these villagers are dying because these cavalry have a huge amount of damage, 13 damage each. 14 on the crossbowmen though now. 16 chosen heavy cavalry, so the upgrade's coming in thick and fast now. Four and 7 armor you see now as well, so another upgrade has gone down. Oh, and here we're going to see some Templar coming out. Templar are the special unit of the French, the one that comes from the fortress and the fortress only. They look super cool. Unfortunately, we can't see him very well there, but they look super cool. You can see, look at that. Straight up Crusaders, looking gnarly. And I haven't actually seen many people make them in games, honestly. So it's pretty cool to see them. Hopefully we're going to get quite a cool late game thing going on here. Not much harassment going on here, unfortunately. Striker has backed off from his push down into the bottom side. There was no more economy on that side that he could find. And this is actually, as soon as it's going to build, the range should see those... oh, it doesn't! Look at that. That is so close. But he just doesn't quite see them. That's unfortunate. And now this fortress has been finished. He's going to push into it. He doesn't actually outrange it yet. That's really unfortunate. But with so many crossbowmen, he might be able to take it down. It's got 10 pierce armor though. Still 4 damage a shot, but that's a lot. Oh, and he does get the mangonel before it gets anywhere near close. That's a really good pick off. The mangonel going in first is a bit of a mistake there from Striker. But good job from Cass to capitalise on that. Striker now is actually at full tech. Obviously. But I just noticed that and remembered. Like, it's cool that we're seeing more games get there. During the alpha and beta, when crashes were more frequent, we haven't seen too many games get here. But now that the game is largely crash free, especially for players, it's we're getting a lot more of them. It's super cool. So we've got lots of crossbowmen. Is it all crossbowmen? It looks like it's all crossbowmen. No Chuckanus have been made yet. Still working off the same production that you had before, which seems reasonable. A couple of houses there which actually haven't been made. He must have messed up the shift queue slightly. That's going to be unfortunate because he could very well get housed now and not realise it. But he's still fine for now. You do get a nice notification when you're housed. And actually we're seeing stone walls coming down now from Striker. Look at the turtle. Recon himself would be proud. This is great. Unfortunately, he's going to now take this gold, which is outside the walls, which he's just started to build for himself. But he's going to put a fortress down first, so this is going to be okay. Oh, and here we go. This is something that Gina will be really happy with seeing. We have Joan of Arc here. I was going to try and say it French, but I actually just don't feel confident that I know how. So it's Joan of Arc, right? Famous French hero, legendary young female commander. I don't know enough about her story. I should probably find out more. It's kind of crazy. The little I know about Joan of Arc comes all from the Age of Empires 2 campaign. We get to see, you can get a bit of a better look at some heavy cav there. It is night, which makes it a little bit dark, but you can see how cool they look. It's quite a sort of stale game right now. There is a little bit of cavalry harassment going on over here. Trying to move out there and build an outpost. I do like the spread of outposts. It's giving him quite a decent vision across the whole map. If he manages to get some more out all over the place, that would be quite good. A little bit upset he isn't poking a bit more here and there, trying to push the map control that he had, but he feels like he wants to wait for a later game fight, so have a quick check of the stats of these. 15 damage now with 4 armor against both. Oh, and he does have some Chukkanu now. These are the Chukkanu. They're not called Chickanoo anymore, which is annoying because I've got used to calling them Chickanoo, and it's a nice, easy thing to say. But those crossbows that they're using are called Chickanoos, I believe. And they are less range, but they are faster. And they deal a little bit less damage. Striker is asking if Cass has crashed because Cash is because there's been so little fighting. I think he's expecting to be harassed more. He's expecting to have to defend off all this harass, which just isn't coming. He's going to have another go at hitting this fortress a little bit and then just back off. Just, you know, seeing what he can do. Like I said, even though they are at 15 damage, that's 5 damage each against the fortress, so he could take it down decently fast. Oh boy, this... Do you know what? The fact that we're getting to see all these heroes... We never get to see these heroes, right? We never get to see a game goes this late. The fact that we're getting to see all this stuff, and there's a sniper coming out too, is making up for the fact that the game has been very passive right now, for me at least. Cavalry are going to have taken down an outpost there, and so the Chinese defences are going to push them off here. Couple more cavalry getting some good kills over here, though. The monk tried to defend himself, doing a little bit of damage to that cavalry, but isn't going to get much. And the big blue horde of the archers is going to push in. That cavalry trying to dodge a few arrows for the horde, so they can get some good shots off. You see the fastest shooting Chickanoos there at the front. A little less damage, but they haven't been upgraded yet, so they should actually get upgraded. Oh, and you now have the elite crossbowmen. Oof, 18 damage. So these guys are now nuts. And you can see they've also got the range upgrade, so they outrange these fortresses now. This is when these things become incredibly strong. When they can outrange everything. At some point now, Striker is going to have to get a good flank into some of these guys. Cavalry has 12 pierce armor, so they will only be doing 6 damage. But 6 damage a shot is still pretty nice. He really wanted to get into a fight before they got this high, I think. Paladins now. Absolutely epic. So both teams are at their highest. He's even got some lancers in here to counter the cavalry. And he's brought some cavalry in here, but he didn't quite count on this army being so split. So he is going to just absolutely surround this front part of the army. But the back part of the army is so far away that it's basically a different army at this point. And is he going to push in? It looks like he is pushing in. Joan d'Arc's put down her... defensive barricade there, maybe a little far back, but it did stop a lot of the early shots going through. Cavalry here not doing much, and Zhao Weng, I think his name is, or China Timmy as we all call him. So you think, oh, Joan d'Arc's actually going to just run in too far and get killed. Oh, okay, we do now have a crash. Yes, I was started to think it, seeing that China Timmy and the cavalry weren't reacting. But yeah,